All right, if you've got a big report on the horizon and you're not quite sure where to start, you have come to the right place. We're going to take that huge, daunting task and turn it into a super simple, really powerful roadmap for success.
Oh yeah, we've all been there. You know the feeling, right? That dreaded blinking cursor on a blank page, the deadline getting closer and closer. It can be totally paralyzing. But here's the good news. There is a structured way to turn all that anxiety into focused action. So let's build a great rapport together, step by step.
Okay, first things first. Every great structure, I'm talking buildings, bridges, anything, needs a solid foundation. Well, for your report, that foundation is its purpose. Before you even think about writing a single word, you have to know precisely why you're writing it in the first place.
And this is the big one, the most crucial first question. What problem is your report actually trying to solve? Is it meant to inform people, to persuade them, or maybe to propose a totally new course of action? See, your why isn't just some vague topic. It's a real practical objective. Nailing this down, defining the problem you're solving, that's going to guide every single decision you make from here on out.
So with that strong foundation in place, it's time to draft the blueprint. And what's the blueprint? It's your outline. This is the structure that's going to hold all your information together in a way that just makes sense. Trust me, a good outline is what makes sure your reader follows along and never, ever gets lost.
So how do you actually build this blueprint? Well, you've got a few options for organizing your points. You could go by time, by how important something is, or even by its physical location. The main thing to remember is that this structure can't be random. It's a strategic choice, and it has to serve the story that your data is trying to tell. Let's take a look at a couple of the most common ways to do this.
Okay, so this table highlights two really powerful methods. Let's say you're explaining a sequence of events, maybe writing an incident report or something. In that case, chronological order is going to be your best friend. But what if you're trying to build a really persuasive case? Then arranging your points by order of importance is way more effective. You can either build up to your strongest point for a big finish or, lead with it for that immediate punch.
All right, blueprint in hand, it's time for the next step, gathering your building materials. And for a report, your materials are your evidence, the facts, the figures, all the data that's going to form the real substance of your work. Because think about it, without strong evidence, even the best structure is going to come crashing down.
So when you're gathering that original primary data, you've basically got three main tools in your toolbox. First, you can dig into documents and historical records. Second, you can actually go and observe a situation for yourself. And third, you can survey people directly to get their experiences and opinions. The key here is to really think about which type of evidence is going to be the most compelling for your specific goal. Do you need hard data from records, a first-hand account, or maybe those deeper insights you only get from surveys?
Okay, this is where it all comes together. You've got your foundation, your why. You've got your blueprint, the outline, and you've got all your materials, the evidence. Now it's time to put it all together into a structure that tells a clear, compelling story. So let's focus on the final super crucial pieces, your conclusions and your recommendation.
Now, the conclusion, this part can be a little tricky. A lot of people think it's where you share your personal opinion, but nope, that's not it at all. The most important thing to remember is this. A conclusion is a totally unbiased interpretation of what the facts mean. Your job here is to be the objective analyst, just explaining the significance of the data you've already presented. And that leads us perfectly into the final step. After you've concluded what the data means, then you can make recommendations. I want you to think of it this way. The conclusion is the what. It explains what the facts are telling us. The recommendation is the so what, as in, so what do we do about it now? Getting this distinction right is absolutely key to writing a professional and really effective report.
And there you have it. That's your 4-step roadmap to a fantastic report. Number 1, define your why. 2, blueprint your structure. 3, gather your evidence. And 4, assemble your findings. See? When you break it down like this, it transforms a really daunting task into a completely manageable process.
So just remember, a truly great report is never just a collection of facts and figures. It's a story. It's a narrative that leads your reader to a whole new understanding. So the real question I'll leave you with is this: what powerful story is your next report going to tell?